Welcome everybody to another episode of the Redflex, the only channel in the world that is run by four brothers. Today it's me and Harris, Saturday Night Live on YouTube. The other two have they're pretty screwed us over, really. They're a bit of a no-show.
Bit of a no-show, but forget about them. There's no match of the day on today, so this is the equal to it, isn't it? Match of the day.
Like you could say we're the Alan Hansen and Martin Lawrenson. We're bringing them back.
That's it. But we won't ask anyone which one's which. We'll kind of leave that up in the air. But yeah, I heard you.
Go on.
I watched your Red Express cast. I can see
the Red Express, the season premiere.
Flying without wings, mate. You're on the charge, aren't you, with your little solo show? Yeah, it was good. I watched it. It was a good watch.
I just thought, thank you for sending us your response to one of the questions as well. But hopefully we can have more content coming out. Rumors have it that there is a new show coming out. That's what I've heard. Well, through Mum.
So, should we give a bit of a teaser to it as to the timings of it, or should we just leave that until?
We don't want to run the risk of any leaks.
Yeah, let's not leak. Let's not leak.
Rumors that we're trying to sabotage his hosting role. Maybe that's why. Well, we won't go into it.
Yeah. True. But yeah, it's good to be back on the show. I think, I think we planned to do a show earlier on in the week, but I think you kind of got in there before us, didn't you, with the Red Express?
No. Let's get this right, everybody. It wasn't about me wanting to do the Red Express on my own. It was based purely because of a lack of commitment, a lack of hunger, a lack of passion.
I know where this is going, mate. I know this is a power grab. This is a typical power grab.
Trying
to grab a bit of power, grab the limelight, all that. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's fine, Cass. You know what I mean? It's all good, mate.
The Redflex is not about me. It's not about you. It's not about the brothers. It's about everyone.
It is. As we've said many times, it's about the community. It's about getting that message across. It's about representation. And we just want everyone to kind of be part of our Redflex community and part of the let's call it the Redflex universe. I think it sounds better, doesn't it, Captain?
Redflex universe. I like that. What about the Redflex network? Or is that a bit too?
I think that's a bit too
technical. We can run a poll on Instagram. We'll run a poll. We'll see what they want to be referred as. Before we actually start what we want to talk about, today's show, by the way, is not about me and Harris just catching up and talking shit to each other. Well, I think that would be entertaining, actually. I seen something on social media before, and I thought it was pretty much a classy touch from United. I don't celebrate Diwali, but I thought it's just things like that that makes us the biggest club in the world. That engagement with the fans, making sure that United reach out to all the fans all over the world. I just thought it was pretty classy. I'm not sure if you got to see it, but
I did.
Do you want to add anything on that?
I think it's good. I think obviously, being the biggest club in the world, they've obviously got fans. They've got loads of fans in South Asia. So a lot of people who will be celebrating, obviously, of course, all over the world as well. And it's something that they should be doing. I think when it's whether it's Diwali, whether it's Eid, or whether it's any other kind of like major celebration, Hanukkah, whatever. I think they should, because obviously that's the beauty of football and sport, and like supporting the team, especially Man United. It's a global team. There's no race, color, creed. We're all one. We all love the same thing. We all we can just stop anyone who's got a like United shirt on the street and just have a conversation with them, 10-15 minutes, and it's all good. It's got nothing to do with who they are, where they're from, the background, and that is the beauty of it, and that is one of the reasons why we started, isn't it?
No, absolutely. It aligns with our key messages.
It does.
In terms of our brand, in terms of our mission, in terms of why we wanted to do this. we'll get on with the actual topic then.
Yeah.
That we wanted to discuss. We thought it'd be a good discussion, very briefly, as it is quite late in the day, to discuss whether or not we think Man United. We've got some time to think about it now. Obviously, international matches have been played. Harris, do you think Man United will win a trophy this season? We'll start off with the Premier League. We can pretty much rule that one out, right?
Yeah, we can keep that very short and sweet. Definitely not.
So we won't even discuss or entertain the idea of that.
No.
FA Cup, League Cup, we'll kind of group together. First question is, do you think we can win it? And B, if we just win that, would that be a good season for Ole?
FA Cup, League Cup, or just one?
Oh, one or the other, both, even better. But
interesting, isn't it? Yeah, I think this discussion, in terms of the League Cup, would probably normally happen later on in the season, but obviously because we've already played a couple of rounds, I think it's something we can't discuss. FA Cup, obviously.
It's not started yet.
Yeah, I think January. So
is it good enough though? Would that be good enough this year if we won an FA Cup?
Yeah, I think it would be, as long as you got top four. I think I would have been happy with that kind of last season as well. I think he just needs to get a trophy, get that kind of monkey off his back. At least he's got it on his CV.
Yeah.
If you look at Arteta, he's somehow won the FA Cup, a trophy. So, he's not going to be questioned about that now, is he? He's got that on his CV forever. So I think for Ole, it is important that he does get that trophy. We had three semi-finals last year. Yeah, we should have made at least one final.
For some reason, it'll get downplayed though. Like I think Arteta won a trophy, and people are like salivating at that. And if Lampard wins a trophy, they'll kind of drum it up as a bigger deal. If Solskjaer wins it, I think it'll be like, oh, it's just an FA Cup, or it's just a League Cup.
Yeah, they'll just kind of wash it as they normally do. Always Man United, they're kind of expected to win trophies, kind of like regardless of who's in charge. And but yeah, I'm not too bothered about what the media and the press have to say. I just think we just need it for ourselves. We just need to get that winning mentality back in the players. It's been what, 3 years since we won a trophy. It'll be nearly 4. It'll be nearly 4 into this season. So we just need it. We've got a different group of players now. So it'll be important for them to get that winning feeling, yeah, for sure. So yeah, FA Cup and League Cup.
I don't think there's many players actually in the team that have actually won a medal. Maybe De Gea has won a Premier League medal.
Jones is still about, isn't he? Lingering around like a bad smell. So Jones is still there. And we've got Matt who's won it with. I think he has won it with us.
Matic has won it with Chelsea.
Europa League, he was about, Europa League, League Cup.
Yeah, I think so.
A lot of these players won the League Cup. A lot of these players have won the Europa League and League Cup. Remember?
But the actual trophies, like the Premier Leagues, the Champions Leagues.
Yeah. It's not that many. For sure.
What we'll do is, and we'll probably move on to the trophy that we've probably got the best chance. Champions League. What do you think? Is that the best chance?
No way.
No.
I know.
Good out on the counter.
Yeah, they are good in the cup competitions, but I just think if they come up against a BeIN or
a beat the runners-up of last year, semi-finalists last year.
I know, but
5-0, no less.
Yeah, I know, but it all seems to be off the cuff with United, isn't it? There's no kind of, you don't ever feel confident. There's no kind of that.
Yeah.
In your back.
You never know what United is coming up. Like you wake up in the morning, and you'll think, I have no idea. I have no idea what's going to happen today.
Yeah. I'm not going to sit and say that we can't win it, because obviously there's been teams who've got to a final who've not done great in the competition before with good players. Obviously PSG, people might argue have got better players, but they've never been a team. Obviously last year they kind of put it together and they ended up making the final. Tottenham again, obviously they've got good individual players, but it took that kind of.
They're doing well this season.
Exactly.
Surprisingly.
Again, that's we don't want to talk about Mourinho teams, do we, anymore?
No.
But,
well, before we wrap up then, Aris, I want you to do something that you've never done so far in the Redflex.
What's that?
And you're probably wondering what that is.
Yeah, what is that?
That was a phone call, by the way, which I had to quickly disconnect.
We couldn't hear it.
I go off this?
We couldn't hear it. No, we couldn't hear it. It's all right.
Did I go off the screen?
No, it's fine. It was all good, mate.
Okay. Just before we finish up, then,
Who is it, by the way?
I want you to do something that you've never done before, and that is not sit on the fence and tell us
Oh, here we go.
what is the end of the season going to be reading for United in terms of trophies, in terms of positions.
Yeah, I think it's a bit early, isn't it? Still, I think maybe we can do this. We can maybe ask this question again, can't we? In maybe February time. But for now, if someone was to ask me, you know, where we're going to finish, I mean, I'm still going to be optimistic and say top 4, because I think we are capable of putting, you know, like an unbeaten run together, like 8, 9, 10 games unbeaten, and that'll probably be enough, especially this season, to kind of squeeze us in there. Although it will be really tough. I think it will be really tight. I don't think it'll be comfortable. It will go down to the last couple of games. But I'm going to say 4th.
Okay. I don't think we're going to win a trophy, but I think we might sneak in with a Champions League. But obviously, the season is still young. There's a long way to go. So we'll definitely see how our kind of predictions play out. Is there anything else that you want to add before we kind of wrap up tonight's show?
No, not really. I just wanted to have a quick mention. I know there's a lot of people might not know about this story about Greenwood. Just want to give it a bit of airtime, a bit of a minute or so. But obviously, there's rumours in the press, all sorts going on, where he's had arguments with players. He's been arrested, even. That's been bantered about in the press. But I think it's just a time where we should be supporting our players. Obviously, what is actually going on. Hopefully, Ollie's got it under control. It'd be such a shame to see Greenwood kind of wasted and kind of, his head not in the right place, and he doesn't get the game time, and he doesn't have that influence that he did last year. I'm not sure what your thoughts on that, Cass.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, he is. There's a lot of rumours. He's an 18-year-old kid. I can remember not so many years ago when we were kind of that age. You don't really, when you have that much position of power in terms of as an 18-year-old, everybody knows you, you've got money, you play for the biggest club in the world. Any mistakes are going to be, they're going to be looked at more than an 18-year-old would normally kind of, if he would do something, not many people would say anything, but because obviously he's a football. But others would say that he's a role model and he should, know not to behave in certain ways. But you're never quite sure of what the actual truth is in terms of these stories. But I think it's probably best for Solskjaer to kind of protect him right now.
I agree with that. Yeah, but, as I said, he's 18. A lot of people can kind of like relate to that. Or kind of think about they were 18 and what it's like. It's hard to be in the spotlight all the time, and how to deal with that. It's difficult, but hopefully he'll be in the team next weekend. Hopefully.
Yeah, no, absolutely. What we'll do then is we'll wrap up the show at this point tonight. We are going to have some new content out in the next couple of days.
One. Come on, give us the leak. Give us the leak, man's the next one.
But I'm not sure. Well, let's just say your mornings will be a lot more red than they normally are. So that's all I will say before I get in trouble from the tribal chief, the guy, the head of the pack. But we leave it there. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in tonight, and we'll see you soon.